What would you say is and I guess we can speak in terms of our marriage, like this, one of the top pieces of advice you could give somebody to like maintain a healthy marriage?
I got an easy one. Blowies. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
Every day.
No. We always say this, and this is from Mark Driscoll's book, but it was so it's not an original idea of mine, but it's the mantra that I've carried for the last 10 years of marriage was always, marriage gets either better or bitter. Mm-hmm. There's no in between. And if you stand still and say, I'm just going to keep it like at ease, like not get better or bitter, it's like a treadmill. You're going to just go backwards regardless. So better or bitter is my thing.
Mm-hmm. But how would you say, if it's, are there any like practical things that would like make that better?
So I can't tell you. I think everybody has their own thing. What makes it better?
I guess you could speak for us. Right. What would you say?
Well, I think when it comes to better, everybody's spouse is so different. But with better, it's like you find things that makes the other person happy. For example, I know that you like to be told that your outfit looks really pretty, or you look really pretty. You like to be held hands, and I like those things as well. But I think everybody has theirs. I think that there's more secret to the. It's not how many things you can find to do better. It's how many things you can find that make it less bitter, right? Because
makes it better.
One is easy to do, and that's to create bitterness. The easy part to do is to make it better, and you go, I'm going to take her on a date now. But the part that's making it hard to do is the bitterness, getting rid of bitterness. Mm-hmm. So let's just put it in this perspective.
Because I guess if you think about it, you can try to make it better without fixing the bitterness part. Is that what you're trying to say?
Correct, right. Like the default setting is always going to be.
I'm going to do this to make it better.
Yeah.
Surface.
Are you going to bring flowers every single day?
Yeah.
Right? Like
me? Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So I think by default it always gets bitter. Your job is to isolate the bitterness and cut it out. So I guess I would say it was like the secret sauce, or like the thing is, me naturally, I have a tendency to come off rude, come off as a jerk. And you're very gracious to like let it go over your head and kind of be patient with me or avoid it. And so there's many times that I go like, no. You need to go apologize, because if you don't apologize, you allow it to get bitter. And so then I'll come up to you and be like, hey, I'm sorry I said this. I'm sorry I acted like that. I'm sorry. And I have that a daily reminder. I have less reminders of go like, do this to make it better. Like go take on a date, because we like to go on dates. We enjoy it. To me, the active assignment that I give myself is like, find places that are allowing for bitterness to come in. And when that happens, like, fun fact today, I was in the bathroom today.
Were you bitter at me?
No, I told myself, I was like, be nicer to her.
Oh, when?
When I was peeing after our daughter threw up in the car during
the bathroom?
Valentine's Day date. Well, and the reason that was sparked is because when you called me when you're on your trip in Florida and you started talking, which you and I don't talk on the phone. We text.
You know what's funny? Going back to that.
Right.
I realized, because you weren't mean, but you were just kind of
I was short. Yeah, I was short.
And I didn't know if it was because you were like not having a good day and you were tired with the kids, but I kind of just like wanted to chat with you.
And we never chat.
And that's what I realized is like, we do not talk on the phone ever, because we see each other all day long.
We text more. And
but
we
even
see
texting,
each other.
we don't
work
text
from
that
home.
much.
Right,
yeah.
we work from home.
But we both work from home and we see each other every day, and it's like that face-to-face interaction. So that when I called you, I was like, he probably is like, doesn't know what to say, because we don't talk to each other on the phone ever. We're not that couple that like calls each other because we see each other.
Right, 10 years
It'd
of marriage.
Be one thing if you were like at work all day from like,
Sure.
8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I think it would be a little bit different. But because we see each other anyway, I'm like, I bet it's that he just like doesn't.
No, for sure. It's a lost skill.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
which is okay. Like I don't
on the phone. I think
love it either.
I think talking on the phone, it's after being married for a long period of time, it's
like small talk.
It's like small talk. Yeah. It's such a skill set. You have to be taught how to do small talk. And
so what'd you do today?
Right. And you and I, we did long distance when we first met each other. So for the first probably close to a year, it was talking on the phone. So we were good at it. But also, we haven't done it in 9 years. Yeah. And so...
And I don't like the small talk.
Well, 10 years now.
Yeah.
But like, and the thing is it's a learned thing. So we can definitely we can learn how to do it. But here's the thing. When you're, first of all, bad at it, haven't done it for a long period of time, and all of a sudden it comes on you, and you go, okay, this is our first phone call conversation.
Ever.
The first thing that I'm hearing is you talking to another friend as you're getting out of the car, and you go, wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, you can just leave the door closed. No, and then as a recipient of that going, you're not here.
You're wasting my time.
You're wasting my I'm watching the fights right now.
Yeah.
I'm irritated with the kids because I was taking care of them. So I'm unwinding, and you're talking to somebody else as you're attempting to have a conversation with me on the phone. So I'm like, this is not the time.
That's true. And I kind of realized that after we hung up, because I was like, we see, like, sure, the phone call is a cool thing if you want to get into it and if you want to go back to that. But it's like, I like the in-person conversations way better anyway.
Right.
And so I'm like, it's okay if we don't like talking on the phone.
I actually prefer Skype because
you can see the
and you and I have done it, like when I would maybe be on a work trip or a hunting trip, and we'd Skype with the kids and stuff like that, like because they're like they're going to be limited versus a phone call. This could be 5 minutes or this could be an hour
5
long.
hours, yeah.
Right.
True.
So to me, I guess I was caught off guard. And the fact that you were talking to somebody else when you initiated. But it's
funny that you didn't just say like, hey, honey, I don't really want to talk on the phone right now. You were just kind of like,
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching the fights too, by the way. I just
true.
paid $70 to watch a UFC
you
fight.
Just said that.
Well, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you wanted to talk. So you're like, so.
Oh, I just wanted to chat with you for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't know that because if you would like to text me like, hey, I'd like to chat with you or something like that. Or like, hey, want to talk real quick?
Hey, can you call me in 5 minutes? I really want to talk to you.
That would be a different story. Like then you prep and I know you're prepped and you tell me about your day.
I guess you weren't prepared.
And, like today when we're driving to dinner, you told me so many stories about from the trip that were really funny and entertaining. So if you called me and you prepped and be like, hey, we're going to have like, hey, let's talk. Or can I call you? Do you have time to chat? Talk? And then you share those stories. That would have been comical.
Well, it's kind of interesting that you can get out of that it's such a skill that you lose.
100%.
And I was like, can we not talk on the phone anymore?
No,
which is okay.
No, unless there's nudes that are coming from it, that's a different story.
Or like if you call me to like buy something, or like, hey, like if you're at the paint store or whatever, like, can you get this color? Or shoot, I don't need that one. I need this one.
Make it quicker.
Yeah. I guess we're just so used to that, which is okay because I prefer that in person anyway.
And I'm okay learning how to have phone call conversations, but I need to be like,
you know what it is also? We're never like apart for that long.
We work from home. We're always around each other.
I'm like, we don't ever like need to talk on the phone. So when we do, it's like,
what are you doing?
What do I say?
Yeah.
Hello?
But you know what it's like probably?
How's the weather?
Like you and I have never stopped holding hands. It's always like a default thing, whether we're in the car or whatever. But there's couples out there, I know more couples than I don't know, who actually feel awkward that like, now they have kids.
If they were to like,
if they grab hands, they're like, "What are you doing?"
I know. The first one would be like, "Why are you doing that?" Yeah,
it'd
be the same thing.
Right. And it's because
don't touch me.
You can learn it all. You can go back to the place, but if you haven't done it for such a long period of time,
it's very awkward. Not that it was awkward. It was just more like you were just like, yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching our Next Door Neighbors podcast.
And be sure to capture the full episode anywhere podcasts are streamed and including our YouTube channel, Next Door Neighbors.